The time is 1 a.m. Detective, we made it. Phew, what a relief. Good, the jewel is still safe. Ho, you said that, pal. It must have been all rock solid security that scared them off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double check? Ah! We've been had! Out of front! Guards! Turn on the searchlights! Ha 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 ha! Better luck this time, gentlemen! Ha 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 ha! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next mood is full. Ha 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 ha! Mask the mask. Aha! Ha ha ha! October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Ryan Cole offices. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. We are here in the beginning of case number 2, the stolen turnabout. And we're going to the full moon. That was actually yesterday for me, as it's January 14th as I record this. But you won't actually see this until early March. Anyway, let's see what we got to do in this case. Hey Nick, get over with this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Hehe. Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me or... Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and... Pearlie, of course. Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Hehe. Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this? Some kind of poster? Crane Village. Isn't that... That's right. It's a hometown. Pearlie and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Hahaha. Very funny. You can laugh all you want. We will be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Crane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up this extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Heh, same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on a case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium matrine herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Crane Village is the home of the mysterious Crane channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Crane School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasury exhibit poster added to the court record. A poster for the treasures of Korean exhibit. October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor, Main Exhibit Hall. Lordly Taylor? The city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasury exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. Want a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, I guess we should go and say hello. Lordly Taylor, basement warehouse. Yep, this is the basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump on it any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster! You were right. Huh? A monster? Oh, look who it is. Good evening. It's good to see you again. You. I know you. Haha. Nice to see you again, too, little miss. Ah, hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Adrian Andrews. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Miss Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Huh? Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearl's further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The nickel samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews. If it wasn't for us... No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating the 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there were some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what is it with that face she's making? Let me look here. Origami. Wait. Organi? Huh. Interesting. Miss Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Miss Amy, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the crane channeling technique, Amy Fay. This statue is on loan from one of the trading halls of the Fay branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Amy Fay's golden statue added to the court record. A statue of the founder of the crane channeling technique is holding the Shishito. I'm sorry, I have no idea how that's pronounced. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the crane Shishito. It's a ceremonial sword. I have to be careful how I say this word. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, fooey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh look, it's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well actually, I've already made a reservation in the restaurant on the 12th floor. When we all dine together. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Ha ha ha. Curly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Haha. Shall we head upstairs then? After a pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. October 12th, 10:09 a.m., Bright and Cole Law Offices. Nick, this is terrible. What the? You cleaned the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found in the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was work of the renowned phantom thief Mask the Mask. Okay, this is not grammatically correct. It should say that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief. Work on your grammar, Capcom. Sheesh. Mask the Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think... Yes, now get him, Nick. It was stolen. But mask to mask. Our most valuable treasure. The Queen's secret urn was stolen. What? Can you talk about it? Refresh my memory a little. What's the secret urn? It's only the most important treasure in the Queen Village, that's all. Look, it's right here there in this poster. Oh. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Crane channeling technique. Well, it used to. Anyway. Right, Pearly? Oh, yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says, I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well... there are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Crane Village, Maya's hometown. The secret urn turned out to be an important clue in that case. Secret urn added to the court record. One of the treasures of Crane Village. Supposedly priceless, it looks like a plain old pot. Okay, the tool is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what? Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen! Does that even bother you? I thought the urn was a village treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya! She's the future master of the Crane School of Channeling! You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't that obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the secret urn back. But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this. If you were a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man. There's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask de Mask. Nick, make a note of it. Mask de Mask. Okay. Ah, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything. One year ago, the murder in Crane Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. And this urn would round up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Amy on it. Until Pearl accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at autographs, spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now, instead of Amy, it says, I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now. A whole year later. I can't believe it myself. I guess we can move for now. Lordly Taylor, main exhibition hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no, not him again. It's you. And I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? I asked you first. Why are you any... Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Gumshoe actually means detective, I think. Now is a good chance for you to try to remember it right. And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah. Good to see you again, too, I guess. What happened? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? I'm sorry, that's the wrong voice. Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name? My name? I'm a girl. It's it's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask the Mask. I know about that, too. Detective, can you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? You got an emergency phone call from the guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. That urn was being kept under a careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He saw his monkeys and gets a swelled head, thinking that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Above this Mask the Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask the Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. Underneath those disguises is the true Mask the Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Goldie Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him in this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the secret urn? Of course I did. The guy who always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? You mentioned that on TV. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he called himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Mask the Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen item treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, I got him in, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the right scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What is marked on the front? That's Master Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's its mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. Calling card added to the court record. Sent before a heist. The emblem is top secret. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you worked a little harder, maybe you could have your own copycat someday. Thanks, I guess. Willie Taylor Basement Warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air-conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know. Welcome to my perfect little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Well, I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What do you see? Safari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced in their trade. Am I wrong? Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. Easy there, Doctor Who. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. And introduce myself. The name is At Me. Look at me. Really? Look at me? Could your name have been any more obviously a pun? Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Sit up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Is that a James Bond reference? Name's Bond. James Bond. I'm Maya Fey, a spirit medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm missing Maya's cousin, and, spirit medium Ace Apprentice. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? What is the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? That would be exactly 1 dozen, actually, because a baker's dozen is 13. Okay. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course. For a lawyer, you should have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. Okay. I am Master the Mask's arch enemy, the Ace Detective. Look at me. In this moment, there were 2 mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What does he say, Nick? I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even turned out the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Mijina, to the crime scene. Mijina? And I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Oh, tell us what you know about Master Mask, and keep it simple, please. Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of the store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever this mask goes, you will find at me laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like the mask out-elegance you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with an illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened last night? But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. He does have a rather long nose. I first received a request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Master Mask's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. I mean, 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And waited for him. Alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularity useless group of nincompoops? You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you to let the mask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Concealed? Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends, is my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the second urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. Someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though one on one? Huh? That's supposed to say someone, not on one. Anyway, I'm going to repeat this in the way it's supposed to be said. So you're saying that even though someone came through those doors last night, a precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. So, lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, as Detective Amy, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Can you translate that for me, Nick? I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask at me. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask the Mask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know about? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Okay, we can't really do anything, so let's present this to him. To Security and Lordly Taylor, I will be coming to purloin the most priceless work of art on display in your Treasures of Corain exhibit. Take good care of this speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Mask the Mask. Mask the Mask's calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch-rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever. Oh, so lawyer? I've been told that you, too, are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure I would say that. That's right! We're going to find the secret urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return them then to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Acme Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, sir lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too. To meet with you, okay? Okay. Give me a second here. I need to pause real quick. Alright. Wow, that's awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shito. It's literally a 7-edged sword in Japanese. Also says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times is fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it's like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Curly. This sword. Wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night? Oh. And another thing. The sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Aha! I just thought of something. Let me Detective Emmy smash Mask the Mask with it. Like this. Ouch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head! My hair! Shishito added to the court record. A ceremonial sword held in the hand of Amy Faye's statue wasn't bent before the crime. That pathetic-looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the secret urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. Why was it so hard to make that box? Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? The urn has always been on the stand in the winding way of Faye Manor. So there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. I mean, it'd have been better if Master Mask had taken the box, too. Hey, Curly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's part of the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask the Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at looking at these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating like an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Camera data added to the court record. The warehouse camera went off once around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime. It looks like a part of a big sandboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Hang on. Ah, I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger like that big? Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something. I kinda doubt it. Aha, I've got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. Huh? Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr, and there's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said spaghetti festival. Uh-oh. I skipped it by accident. Okay, I found it. It would take me a long time to find, but what I actually skipped a minute ago, it says, or maybe it was a typo. I might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Okay. We'll continue. Okay, to me, besides spaghetti is the only thing that more. Okay, to me. Besides spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Alright. Ooh, a ladder. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? That's part of the ladders versus step ladders achievement. Ooh. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? It looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. I guess that's where they were. They were keeping the secret urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we were not allowed in there. Was it like that before? I don't even remember. This statue of Mystic Amy is so cool. I want a golden statue of myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's right and co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Mystic Amy. Was this where it was last night? Ah. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. The statue was moved on the night of the crime. Amy Faye's golden statue updated in the court record. A statue of the founder of the crane killing technique, moved the night of the crime. It says Organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says Organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, right? You must feel right at home, huh? Oh. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed the color that is outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looks like it's been several days since it was spilt. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape lifting the bottom side of the stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. Okay. Anything else? Oh yeah, camera. It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door into the storeroom. It's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out. A security camera? Yeah, we'll stand in front of the door, and it'll snap your picture photo too, Pearly. Miss Maya, you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Like this. Like this. I think that's about all we can do here. Okay. Give me a second, please. Okay, I think we've done everything we can do here. So let's move. Hey Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Hello? Phoenix right here. Oh, it's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, the underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detectives made his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escaping from him. You caught him? Are you saying... You captured Mask the Mask? Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him. Mask the Mask surrendered? That's great! So when can we come and pick up the sacred urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you... What? Something wrong? Do you think I can swing by the Detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Master Mask, that is. What? You want to talk to Nick? I've been waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. The detention center, huh? Well, that was a disappointing turn of events. But we'll have to go and do that next time, because I'm kind of tired and I really need to get to bed right now. So anyway, until next time everyone, have a great rest of your day, and we will continue the investigation next time. Wait, before I end the video, I want to save it here. This one. Anyway, so have a great rest of your day, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you next time.